everyone, and welcome to another episode of Radiant Central, and I'm your host Natasha St. Michael, and thank you so much for joining me. So I've been working on a series of videos recently on coconuts, and specifically how to, first of all, how to open up a mature coconut and use the meat, how to make coconut milk, how to make fresh coconut cream, how to make coconut ice cream. Quite a few things I've been working on with mature coconuts. So to start off the series, what I'm going to do is, in today's video, I'm going to demonstrate with my husband actually how to open up a mature coconut. A lot of times people ask me what to do with these coconuts because they see them at the grocery store. They're always these brown hairy coconuts and they don't even know how to open them or what to do with them, because a lot of times either the store might be selling the mature coconut or they're selling the young coconut, and the young coconut is much easier to open up. And the young coconut, the white coconut, is what people get the sweet coconut water from. And normally in North America they import the white young coconuts from Thailand, and they're a cylinder type form. They're not round like this. They've been cut down in a different way, but it's the same type of coconut. It's a younger coconut, a sweeter coconut. And so people know how to open these up. They're much easier to open up, but they don't know how to open these ones up. And the mature coconut is not really what you're using to get any kind of water from. You will get coconut water from it, but it's not as sweet. But really what you're getting from it is the meat. And we'll show you all of that in the next few steps. So let's get started with showing you how to open up one of these things. We're actually going to show you how to open it up from the coconut that you would find in the tropics, how to take the husk off and then open up the actual nut. And then in tomorrow's video I will show you how to use the coconut meat that you take from this to make coconut milk, to make coconut cream, and then next few videos will show you other ways of using the coconut meat and a few recipes to go with it. Definitely do a coconut ice cream, and also I'll show you how to make a curry using the coconut milk as well. So a lot of fun stuff to look forward to. And yeah, so let's get started and stay tuned for next videos coming up as well. So the tools that we're going to need to be opening up the mature coconut is a little bit different than what you'd be using to open up a young coconut. A young coconut, the actual nut, is very easy to open up, and you can use just a basic kitchen knife or a chef's knife. But when you're opening up a mature coconut, the actual nut itself is solid. It's hard as a rock. So you need to have a very strong tool. And so I do not suggest using a kitchen knife or a chef's knife. No good knives. I'd suggest either using a meat cleaver, so one of those large butchery knives, big knife that you use to chop up meat and to chop up bone, things like that. And this itself is a little bit similar to what a meat cleaver would be like. It's a big solid, as you can see, it's a very solid knife. So you need something that is heavy, like an iron, solid steel iron knife. And you also need a chisel. This is also another sort of traditional Indonesian tool, but any kind of chisel is good because this is what we'll need to use to take out the meat from the nut. And that too, you need something that is pretty solid, and this too is made out of iron. And then you also need a small steak knife to take out the eyes of the coconut. Let's get started with cutting up the coconut. Here I am with my husband, and my husband G'day. And he's going to show everyone how to open up a mature coconut. I'm not good at this, he's really good at it, so we'll watch him. So first step is to remove the husk, okay? We want to show you the actual real coconut in the husk. Normally in a grocery store in the United States or in Canada or in Europe, usually the husk is removed, but I just want to show you in case you're ever in the tropics and you're interested in knowing how to actually remove the coconut from the outer shell. The first step would be to remove part of the base. That'll make it easier for you to cut around the coconut. Okay, so you can see the bone of the coconut, the hard part. You can hear it as G'day's tapping on it. Yeah. Okay. And then you're going to start cutting around the coconut. And so you make your first slice anywhere. and you're slicing it down lengthwise until you hit the nut. Pretty much we're removing the husk, and then you're going to go and slice again lengthwise, maybe 2 to 3 inches or 3 to 5 centimeters apart. And then again lengthwise, and you're removing the husk. And there you go. So when you remove the husk, that becomes the coconut that you see at the grocery store. There's the coconut, and it has the distinctive 3 eyes on it. So now we're going to pierce through the eyes of the coconut to get the water out. So you'll need a bowl, and you'll need a smaller knife, like a sharp steak knife would be good. Okay, so it's at the bottom edge. That's what you're using to cut into the eyes of the coconut. That's what G'day's doing. To remove the outer shell, pretty much.
Okay, that's the first and then I make the second one here, right here. Okay, so you see the meat?
Yeah, so there's 2 holes, and then you're going to use a steak knife
to make
and
the hole.
okay, and you're going to cut out some of that meat.
Okay.
Yeah. And so pretty much you got to do 2 holes in order for the water to flow out. If you only have 1 hole, there's not enough air to push the water out. And so to have a nice flow of the water just pouring out, you always need to cut 2 out of the 3 holes.
Okay. Easily.
And so that coconut water, it's not as sweet as young coconut water, but it's definitely still drinkable. So the next step is to actually open up the coconut and to remove the meat. What you'll need again is the meat cleaver or a very heavy knife, and you'll need the chisel. So you're actually using the back of the meat cleaver. Let's show them that you're not using the blade, but you're using the back of the blade. Yeah. And you're just banging it pretty much around as G'day just did. And then it opens up like that.
Just to break it?
Mm-hmm. And then you take the chisel,
yeah.
And then you're going to chisel out the meat. It's because the meat is pretty packed in there that you do need a good tool to chisel it out.
It's the meat.
Mm-hmm. So the last step is that on the back of the coconut, you see there's still that thick skin, and that thick skin is actually quite hard. So when you're wanting to grate down the coconut or to run it through a press to remove the coconut cream, or to grate it down into a shredded coconut meat, you need to actually remove that outer skin first. And so you need a sharp knife in order to do so. So G'day's going to show you how just to remove that skin so that you pretty much have a clean, white, thick piece of coconut meat. And that's what you'd be using for your cooking. So that's how you open up a coconut. And pretty much one thing I want to mention is that coconut meat is a fantastic snack. This is something I have as a snack almost every single day. I love coconut meat. It's very filling, and it's just something easy to grab and just munch on in the middle of the day. I also want to mention too that tomorrow's video I'm going to show how to make fresh coconut milk or fresh coconut cream. Very, very easy to make. And once you know how to make it, and if you can get mature coconuts, it's way better to make it yourself fresh as opposed to getting canned coconut milk or canned coconut cream. And then in coming videos I'll be showing how to make coconut ice cream and also a homemade fresh curry as well, and all sorts of stuff. We're going to go through pretty much the basics of mature coconuts and what to do with them and all of that. So do come and visit the blog tomorrow to see tomorrow's video. All right, so have a super fabulous day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.